the setting for the last matchup between the Heat and Hawks had a national audience looking for a star-studded show. However, two of the leading performers would not make an appearance due to injuries. So, that means the foreseeable outcome would be a crushing Hawks victory, right? Wrong. Totally unscripted, totally unpredictable, this one turned out to be must-see TV with all of the fixings. The unexpected hero who stole the show.
Bosch for the tie. Overtime.
The emergence of an unheralded supporting cast.
Joe Johnson and Devanier knocked away. Harris working on Teague. Nice move.
Nail-biting, edge-of-your-seat drama.
Look at Ivan Johnson. Unbelievable.
And of course, a happy ending.
Chalmers again. Takes it in. Timeout Atlanta.
It's a huge win for Miami. It's a huge win for Miami.
And a black eye for the Atlanta Hawks.
Can tonight's sequel be as good as the original? It is time for Miami Heat basketball on Sunsports. The last time we were in Phillips Arena, it took 7 sessions to settle the issue. That's never in the plan, but with a road run of 6 games, you do what it takes to get out of the building with a win, particularly when it's the first of a back-to-back set for your Miami Heat. There he is. Got the Sunday special on. He can throw alley-oops with the left or the right. One more time. Back to Friday night. Gentlemen, talk about the crazy high-flying play.
And I seen him come. I seen him take off. So when he take off, all I got to do is throw it up there then. He could take care of the rest. So Pittman is crazy if he thought I was throwing it to him.
You know, the one where D-Wade turned the corner and basically decided to throw it anywhere, and I went to go get it. Pitt thought it was for him for one split second, and he looked at it, he was like, oh, no, it's a little bit too high for me, so so I flew in and was able to get it.
It's the closest thing to flying that you can imagine, and it must be nice. It must be nice to have those young legs.
Heat Live, delivered by Papa John's, continues. That man right there, Dexter Pittman, getting a little more burn. That number 45 getting the call from Coach Spoelstra for a litany of reasons. Number 1, he's ready to go. Number 2, they needed that big body, but now has he earned the time to be one of the first numbers called off the bench, Coach Spoelstra?
He's been improving. He's been making progress. He's been earning some more minutes, and he gives us something a little bit different: a physicality, a toughness, a borderline. I won't say it, but a real toughness that you know I like. You know, he fouls, but it's coming from the nature of being aggressive, and I'll take that right now.
And folks, I could not get that descriptive phrase out of Coach Spoelstra even after we were done with the interview, but it was clear that he is pleased with the production of Pittman at this point. Here's what's coming up.
On a cold winter night in Georgia, Miami brings their own heat. 4 straight wins for Miami here in Atlanta. But it's been a very even series this season. Each team has won on the other's home court, and only 1 point and 1 rebound separate the Heat and the Hawks in their first 2 games. Welcome everybody inside Phillips Arena for the 3rd and final meeting of the regular season. And we always hope you enjoy every bounce and basket right along with us. Dwayne Wade and LeBron James are the NBA's top scoring duo this year, accounting for 50 points a game. Neither superstar played when these 2 teams met in early January here in Atlanta, which turned out to be one of the greatest regular season wins in the 24-year history of the Miami Heat.
What gets my juices flowing? Having the ball in my hands as the clock winds down.
Bosch for the tie.
What gets me excited? The fear in their eyes when I have the ball.
Chalmers for 3.
What motivates me? Coming through for my team when it matters most.
Joe Johnson and Devanier knocked away.
I told you I didn't like that match.
At all times, a man that thinks the game, ready to play the game, fired up to start this run of 3 in a row tonight in Atlanta. Nearly time for the Rock to fly in the air for the call of the game. Here is E. Reed and the coach. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening to you, Jax, and hello to the Heat Nation as you look in live from Phillips Arena here in Atlanta, Georgia. First of 3 games in the next 3 nights for Miami. Only 2 teams this year have swept through 3 games in 3 nights. They happen to be the teams with the best 2 records in the NBA, the Chicago Bulls and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now it's Miami's turn to take on the challenge of 3 games over the next 3 nights. And by the way, the Bulls lost today in Boston 95-91. If the Heat could beat Atlanta, they'd move to within a game of the conference-leading Chicago Bulls. Tonight's tip of the game is being delivered by Papa John's. The Heat are 20-7. They've won 12 of their last 15. The Hawks are 18-9. They've won 2 in a row. Well, the third of 4 games between these division rivals. The final meeting will be in Miami on the 7th of March. Our officiating crew assigned by the NBA to work tonight's game: James Capers in his 17th year, 11-year man Pat Frayer, and the 5th-year official Mark Lindsay. At least 2 teams have always matched up well against each other, and now that matchup even closer now that the Bulls have adopted Larry Drew's all-the-time approach to defense.
Smith stays home here. Watch the steal. Josh Smith on the right side of your screen is going to stay with LeBron, so there's no lob, and Wade just takes it to the rim. Good decision by D. Wade, and the Heat are on an 8-0 run. Yeah, watch LeBron going baseline, draws Pachulia to him. That leaves Joel open. And he'd have an early 5-point lead by Bosch. Watch this again. He goes straight up in the air. That is outstanding defense. And then LeBron leading the break. Something good usually happens. D-Wade, they got to foul him to keep him from dunking it. He'll be on the line when we come back. You're watching the Miami Heat on Sunsports.
So talk to me about those first couple quarters and into the third, what you all wanted to accomplish when you got together this morning, and then the execution thereof.
Well, we wanted to come out on attack, very aggressive. I think you've seen it from the beginning of the game. We had a lot of points in the paint, and that's what we want to do. So we want to just come out aggressive, knowing that, this first of many, in a few hours. So we had to take care of business tonight, and I thought we did it.
Hey, good game, dog.
You guys really dig each other, don't you?
That's my guy.
Without a doubt. What are your expectations with Milwaukee? Heat fans are sitting at home. They have in their mind the images from those first 2 games. It didn't go the way you all wanted them. Yeah, well, Milwaukee games is going to be ground-out games. And for us, it's about, making adjustments from the first 2 games that we lost, on defensive end of the floor. And offensively, just continue to execute. So, it's another game for us. It's a tough game. It's a tough road game. They play well at home. But, we're going to try to continue to keep rolling. Thank you for the time. See you soon.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Very good. That man did some things in Milwaukee. Okay. He's offering to work second halves if the team does this. The man loves playing in Milwaukee. Off he goes. But first, the finger roll in this building, getting it done. 107-87. Largest road win of the season for your Miami Heat.
4 turnovers. The Heat were up 30-18 at the end of the period. You could see the way the Heat bottled up the interior defense there, the baseline, with teams try to go to block shots. Everywhere it seemed like a Hawk went. The Heat were there making steals, contesting shots. And it seemed to be everybody. Chris Bosh right there with great recognition, with Williams having an advantage over Wade. D-Wade going to the basket, scoring all his 21 points in the first half. And, defense leading the good offense. And it just stayed that way the whole game, the double. But LeBron playing great basketball, maybe the best of his career, doing all within the confines of the offense, of doing what Coach Spoelstra wants him to do. Catching the ball on the move, taking the J when he has it, getting to the basket, both in transition and then following up teammates' misses. When he shot the J tonight, he shot it in rhythm, a good screen right there. You can tell him comes off and takes a nice, easy shot there. Good screen by Udonis. Seemed like a very simplistic night for both James and Wade, but very effective, obviously.
2-1 on this 6-game road trip, and tomorrow night we'll play the middle game of 3 games in 3 nights. You want to watch a replay of tonight's game, keep it right here on Sunsports. Tonight at midnight, you can see it all over again. We'll see you tomorrow night beginning at 7:30 with Heat Live, Heat Bucks at 8 p.m. For our entire crew, including Jason Jackson and the coach Tony Fiorentino, I'm Eric Reed. Hope you enjoyed a big Heat win. Good night, South Florida.